Okay, folks, what we got here this week is we've got the 68 F100 that we're going to do everything we can do to get it ready for Jaymison to drive on his first day of school of his last year. He'll be a senior this year. He's a little fellow when we started working on this truck, and now it's just about running, and he's a lot bigger fella, 17, starting his senior year. So we're going to try to get it ready where he can drive it on his first day of school. That's our goal. We got get the alternator charging, we got to get the seat in it, gotta get the rearview mirror on it, gotta get the lights working, transmission shifting. I can't remember what all. Doesn't seem to put the dash pad in. We gotta get it running right, skipping, several different things there, plugs, wires, I'm sure. Need to drive it some, check it out, and then we'll be ready, hopefully, where he can drive it the first day of school. Stay tuned. Okay, so we're gonna start here adjusting on we just adjusted our passing gear cable. So now me and Jaymison's gonna get it and take it down the road. It's not got the mufflers on it yet, so it's kind of hard to tell, and it's kind of running rough, but we'll know if it shifts or not. But another thing is our tailpipes or exhaust has a third oxygen sensor in it. So that may be one reason we're kind of running bad. But we just adjusted that passing gear cable, detent cable, whatever you want to call it. So now we're gonna drive it again and see what happens. A little noisy. Got a little pop to it.
Yeah. I felt that one on my foot. I don't know if that's the motor pop or somebody shooting at it. Way over to go.
I'd go that way.
This way?
No, I'll go this way.
What?
Yeah, go ahead. Let off.
I'll leave this shit.
Now, man. Larry gonna beat us, takes care of his horses.
I don't let off here.
Let off. Now go. Turn around here at the stop sign. Turn around here at the stop sign.
Brake's a lot better. I thought they did. Turn around at the top sign.
Yeah.
Come on, pretty good.
Okay, we've adjusted on our passing gear cable. We're gonna try it again now. All right, back to the shop for some more adjustments. Take two. Give it a little more gas. A little more gas.
It's gonna be a little bit louder. I can't hear it.
A little more gas. so this is a familiar sight. Still not shifting, but it's so hard to tell anything about. So me and Alan's fixing to load it up, carry it to the muffler shop. We're gonna get the exhaust hooked up on it and go from there, because that'll help a lot. It'll get that oxygen sensor cleared up. Maybe it'll start running better, and we can kind of hear it a little better, and maybe kind of tell what it's doing, and then try it then. So we're fixing to load it up and carry it to the muffler shop. Here we go, ready for the muffler shop. Okay, here we are. Where we're going this time, Alan?
Muffler shop.
Muffler shop again. Can you see back there what we got on there? There's a plywood in the way.
Yeah. We had to take it to the road and load that brake lathe the other day.
Whew, we headed to the muffler shop with one Ford to pick up another old Ford.
We in a hurry.
We in a hurry because they're ready to go. They may run when they see us bringing this in there. Here we go. Sneaks up on it. Here we are.
Right.
And Mountain Muffler again. There she is. Look at her. Look at her.
Yeah.
All sad, long distance.
Right.
Well, they working away.
Out of the way that black thing.
Yeah, I think so now.
Right. Yeah. Oh, we forgot their hat.
Oh man. Well, we gotta come back. Well, we're here to pick up one Ford, unload another Ford. Okay. We got old Blue back from the...
You got the over-under, we got power.
The what?
You got the over-under, we got power.
It should have power. We got the old Blue back from the muffler shop. Jaymison fixed to crank it. Whoop, got a bad connection. Twist that battery cable there, buddy. Looked like it was positive. Twisted a little.
Yeah.
You don't have to break down by your battery. Move your ground too. You got no forearm strength, can't move the cable. That's coming from your brother.
We're talking about that knee strength.
Yeah, that bum knee. Oh, listen to that. Give her just a minute. She's waking up. Whoop, wake her up. Probably about out of gas. We've crunk it 4 or 5 times. Sounds good though. What do you think about that?
It's kind of better without mufflers.
Nah. Sounds good. That's
I think I like waking up the whole neighborhood better.
that's shorty headers, 3-inch pipe back to 3-inch afterburner mufflers. Turned down at the rear end.
Where do they stop at?
The rear end. Turned down at the rear end. Takes her a few minutes to get woke up.
Oh yeah, I see where it's leading.
Okay, we're gonna try it down the road.
I'm just in drive.
Boy, that vibration going to be fixed. That drive you crazy. Them mufflers drive you crazy. We're going to have to figure out how to get them things over the axles. The what?
Huh? The brakes on this thing, it throws me off.
They need some more bleed.
I never, what?
They need some more bleed. Okay, so we got the F100 in here and we messed with the linkage. Seems to be shifting up on the jack. So now we're gonna get in it, take off down the road and see what happens. I don't know if the way, maybe, I don't know, it act like something's sticking in it, really what happened, what it's acting like. So maybe getting up there on the jack, we let it run for a while and then we run it through the gears, stopped it, run it through the gears, stopped it, run it through the gears. So maybe if it was something sticking, maybe it's got it, but we fix to find out. Run better down the driveway than it has. Shifted twice anyway. Nobody's at the shop, so I gotta get back. Well, let's go around the block right quick. Hopefully. Down, shifted. Shifted once. Just about home. I think Jaymison must be still asleep because he ain't woke up to all the pictures or the videos in his snap, so he don't even know it's shifted yet, the bum. And here we are. Well, it's not a dirt road anymore, it's kind of gravel. Okay, we're headed back to the shop in Geraldine. Old truck's doing pretty good. Needs a set of plugs. A couple of those have fouled out from just sitting there cranking it around the shop, and the lightning computer and stuff ain't just G-hauling just yet. But it's running real good. Feels good to drive it. I think Jamison's gonna be excited. His plan is to drive it on his first day back to school, be his senior year. And he wants to drive it on his first day there, so hopefully we can make that happen. I'm not sure if this video will be out before his first day of school or if this video will be out after. If it's out after, we'll definitely put it in the video. If it's before his first day of school, we'll put it in a short or something, but hopefully he'll be able to drive it his first day. Him and Kyler's going to O'Reilly's here in a little bit, and they're going to get a set of plugs for it. And Drake sent me a video a few minutes ago on how to make these late model alternators charge, so hopefully it's that, and we can get it charging and get them plugs in it. Because like right now, I'm going to guess we're running 55, 60. It's pretty smooth. skipping on the plugs, but we got a few things to tie up on the inside here, some wires down. I really don't think we got the heat gauge, the oil light or nothing like that working, so we may try to hook him up. I'm sure no blinkers are working. We got brake lights and headlights. Need to get the seals around the door good, stuff like that, but it's running out good. Well pleased with it. I know how Alan felt driving his old 70 model around the block the other day. Feels good when one's been being worked on for a while and you finally get to drive it. Can't wait until Jaymison gets to drive it down the road good. Okay, so we're back on the F100 old blue 68 model, trying to get it ready for Jaymison to drive it first day of school. You saw just a few minutes ago, we drove it up down the road, ended up driving it to the cruise-in at Boaz Saturday night. But we got some alternator charging problems, so we're gonna work on that this morning. He's not here, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started on it, see if we can make this alternator charge. I'll show you what we got. What we've got is a 3G alternator, they call it, in this old F100, and this is, you know, typically run a 1G, as they call it. So what we got to do is we've got to hook up a dummy light, say like a charging light. These alternators have a light on the dash, tells you when they're charging, when they're not, or if a light's on, it's not charging. If a light's off, it's charging. You've got to have that in it to make it work. So we're fixing to hook up this one as a dummy light. It'll be out here under the hood, but we're going to hook it up into the alternator so we can get the alternator charging, hopefully. Okay, right here, our alternator is off the 95, 96 F-150, and we've got it in this old truck, you know, so we're not charging. So we've got to do, we've got to get it to where it's charging, basically. So we're fixing to get started on that, see if we can get it to charging, and then go from there. Okay, so right here is going to be our alternator light, our dummy light they call it. What we've got to do is we've got to wire this in to a 12 volt ignition source, and then to this side, the negative side, onto the green wire of the alternator. I'll show you right here. You got your main hot wire to the alternator, you've got your green wire, you've got your yellow wire, and you've got your it's kind of a grayish wire. But to make this alternator charge, you've got to have that light hooked up. So we're just fixing to put us one under the hood here to make the circuit, connect the circuit as you call it, I guess. So we're fixing to tie it into our green wire, and then we're going to hook all this back up, and then we'll tie it into our ignition source. So let me get all this hooked up, and then before we tie it to the ignition source, sorry about that, we'll crank it up, show on the meter that it's not a charging, and then we'll hook up the positive side and show it charging. So let's get started. Okay, so we don't have our dummy light hooked up to the positive source yet. Right there, it's unhooked. I'm just going to crank it without it hooked up first and show you it's not charging. See how it's where the battery, that's just off the battery. Now let me crank it. Okay, you can see right there it's not in the charging. Now we're going to hook the dummy light up to a source and then re-crank it. Okay, so you can see we got our dummy light hooked up to a 12 volt source when the switch is on. Now let's crank it, see if it's charging. Look at there, charging into OK. And the light's off. So that's got our alternator working. Okay, we're working on trying to get this thing running better. I mean, it runs pretty good going down the road, but it's got a skip to it. Don't run just right. We're gonna change the plugs because we know when we first got it running, it fouled a few of them, and we just kind of changed a couple, and we hadn't changed all of them. But we also found out too that a couple of them have the wrong plugs in them. A couple of the cylinders. It's got these 764s, and these Edelbrock Performer heads are supposed to take the 3924s. So we've got the ones changed on this side. We had two wrong ones, and now we're working on this side. Not 100% sure if all these are or not. The front one's not, so we're gonna start putting them in and go from there. So we're gapping our plugs on 45. Most electronic ignitions like this run on a 45. The points, they was 35, and that may be some of our trouble too, is maybe that we had that was on 35. So we're gonna put all new ones in it, gap them on 45 and go from there. Some of these are gonna be kind of tricky to get to on this side with that brake booster right there, and these trucks come with a small round booster, but this one right here has got the one off the late model like the F150, and the master cylinder off the F150, so they're actually a little bigger. And then it's got these and it's also got these shorty equal length headers, so guess what, that makes it even a little worse. So these back three are probably gonna be fine. The second one you can get to pretty good, but it's got that header tube that runs right around it, so that's gonna make life a little complicated. And then, like I said, getting to those back ones back there, that's gonna be tricky. That one wasn't too bad to get loose. It's coming out pretty good. It must be the right spark plug, because the wrong ones, they don't they come out good, but you can tell there's something a little different about them. And I'm going to show you the difference in the two that may be some of our problem. As you can see how the wrong ones, they only gonna go in about that far, and the right ones go in a lot deeper. So that may be another one of our problems, is why it's skipping on a couple cylinders, is because them plugs being wrong. But instead of trying to hold the camera and put each of these plugs in, I'm gonna put these last 3 in, hopefully, and then we'll crank it up and see what it does. Okay, I'm in no way a plug guru, but I can tell you that right there, if it'll focus on it, it's actually burning pretty good. See how it's kind of a caramel colored? But this one right here, not only being the wrong one, I don't know if you can see how wet and black it is, this one right here is fouled. So hopefully that's our main problem right there. So we got the last one to put in, and this was it. So let me see if I can get it in, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we got the plugs in it. We ended up having, I think, 4 wrong ones in there. It had the factory style like plugs in it, and these aluminum heads take a different style plug. But now we're gonna crank it and see if this thing runs any better. We're gonna have a bad connection. One-handed, hold on. Sounds better back here, that's for sure. Still a little cold in nature. This computer hadn't learned this can. big front end, so we want to check everything, make sure everything's tight, check all our suspension bolts, all our steering bolts. You know, we had to put the steering arm on it. We got all those tight, but we want to double check them after we drove it some, and then finish fine tuning. Okay, Jaymison got the F100 seat dug out of storage today, and you can see it's pretty dirty. So we got us some cleaner here. Don't know if it's any good. We'll can try it out and see if we can get this thing cleaned up, ready to go in, because you've seen the seat that's in it. It's pretty rough shape. Set's good. Set's real good. But we're gonna clean this up and get it ready to go in. Okay, we got the seat in. Got it in there nice. Cleaned up real good. No tears, no snags, no whatever. We need a armrest for that side. This side's pretty good shape. It's starting to bust right here, but we really could use one, two. I've got a good black door panel for this side, but that side was missing. But the seat turned out real nice. Okay, a lot of people don't know here in Alabama that if you get the year of your vehicle tag, like this is a 68, that's Edwalt County. I like to find a 28 county, but you can register that on your antique vehicle as like a vintage tag. So we found that and we got it registered on the truck for Jaymison, so he'll be ready to go tagged and insurance on his first day of school, and it just looks cool on there. Really, I like it. That'll have tag and insurance, so that part's good to go. Well, all right, here it is. I got it home here. Jaymison's gonna come out here and get it in a little bit, take it home, and where he can drive it in the morning to school. It's his first day of his senior year, and it's gonna be kind of, what do you call it, bittersweet. It's gonna be happy but sad. He's actually the one when he was a little bitty fella that poured 15 to floor on it, and he helped me quite a bit when it was just the frame and all that kind of stuff, and now he's gonna drive it on his senior year, hopefully. We found this cool little parking permit in one of the cars out there at the garage. I don't know if I can get close enough you can see it there, but 1968 year of the truck. That's pretty cool. But we got the rear view mirror on it, you see there, a seat in it. It's still got a little problem, like sometimes it'll start skipping and foul out this number 6 plug and then fill the exhaust up with gas and then smoke like crazy, but hopefully it won't do that, and he can get to school good, and then we can figure out that problem and then go from there. But like I said, he's gonna come get it in a little bit and try to go to school in the morning. Puffing a little smoke out that right side still, but she's going. I don't know what the deal is there. He ain't worried about her. Let her smoke, he says. She'll get to her parking spot. Hey, it made it. It's here. See, it's clearing up right there. You good? Have a good day. Well, he got it here to school. Broke down on him at the Piggly Wiggly there, but we got it on here. What do you think about it now?
I like it.
No, good deal. Hope you have a good school year. Well, alrighty, folks, there it is. Jaymison drove it on his first day at school. Had a little trouble. I don't know, wire problem, injector problem. I carried it out to the shop tonight to put a battery on it and some new cable ends because we're wondering if a ground wasn't the problem. But it tried to foul out plug with him again or something, I don't know. But we got it running good right now, and he was able to drive it on his first day of school. We still got a few little odd end things we'd like to do to it. Got to get the front end aligned. We didn't get that done. Need to straighten up the steering wheel. It's kind of crooked. I mean, it's not crooked, it's just not straight going down the road, if you know what I mean. We got to change the oil sending unit. It's got the one for a gauge in it, and this truck had the light. We want to go over everything again, make sure all the bolts are tight, everything's good again. We've done it once already, but on a new build like this, you really can't do it too many times. Gotta adjust the headlights on it. This right one over here is pointing up in the trees. We'd like to put maybe something between this bed and the frame. Maybe some pieces of rubber mat or something, because it's got a bad vibration at a low speed. I think our cab bolts need backed off just a little bit. We got the bushings too tight on it. But carpet, we want to get some carpet in it. We didn't get the carpet in it. But other than that, it seems to be real good. Like I said, had that little hiccup while he was driving it to school with that injector sticking or something, and it caused it to smoke a little bit. But we pulled over in the parking lot there and got it cleared out, and he went on into school and got it parked and done what it wanted to do. But anyway, hope everybody enjoyed the video. Hopefully Bronco build will be the next one up or something. We'll find something to do anyway. But thanks everyone for tuning in. 256 Garage out.